Vatican II, 1960s.
The world was exploding, especially in the United States.
The whole hippie movement was in full swing.
Vatican II was an enormous shift. Women religious took this seriously. They took the change seriously, and they were implementing, obviously on the fast track implementing.
What Vatican II asked us to do as religious is to go back to our roots, to find out what it was that our founders were all about and what they wanted us to do.
I was just very moved by the call that all people are called to holiness. The hierarchy, the sisters, the bishops, the priests, do not have a corner on sanctity or holiness.
One of the best ways that we could serve was to start adopting secular dress so that we could be more in relationship and not put on a pedestal. We didn't belong there.
Our founding documents said we were to be part of the community.
We're here to make the invisible God visible by how we act, how we serve, how we love, how we pray. And you don't have to measure it, you just live it. But that was not where we were in 1970.
Periodically throughout its history, when the Roman Catholic Church has been faced with issues or challenges vital to the life and well-being of the universal church, the Pope has called for a meeting of the bishops of the world. This gathering is known as an ecumenical council. Each ecumenical council is named for the location in which it took place. So, for example, the history of the church includes the Council of Constantinople, the Council of Lyon, the Council of Trent. In the latter part of the 19th century, an ecumenical council was held in Vatican City in Rome and was known as the Vatican Council. Beginning in 1962, another ecumenical council was held in the Vatican. It is known as the Second Vatican Council, or Vatican II. Angelo Giuseppe Roncalli was elected Pope on October 28, 1958, at age 76, taking the name Pope John XXIII. Chosen to replace Pope Pius XII, many considered him to be an interim or caretaker pope. To everyone's surprise, he was anything but interim, ushering in an era of change in the Church remarkable in scope and depth. Pope John recognized that in many ways the Catholic Church was frozen in time, with structures, practices, and a mindset basically unchanged since the Council of Trent in the 16th century. He called for a council that would bring the Catholic Church up to date, what he named an aggiornamento, an adapting of the Church to the modern world. Through study, dialogue, and careful discernment, the Council was to consider the contemporary reality of both the world and the Church, and identify and respond to the needs and opportunities of the day. While it may appear otherwise, Vatican II did not cause change to happen, but rather was an effort to respond to a world already rapidly changing. In addition to the bishops, others were invited as observers, including representatives from other churches and religions, and some members of the Catholic laity, including a few women. The overarching spirit of Vatican II was an effort to encourage an environment of ongoing dialogue within the Church itself and between the Church and the world, in order to continue the work of the mission of Jesus today. The importance of the role of the laity in the life and mission of the Church was stressed, with great emphasis given to the universal call to holiness. Holiness, then, is not to be regarded as the private preserve of an elite few. All are called to holiness, whatever one's walk in life. People have said to me, I want you to pray for this because you're holier than I am, and God will pay attention to you more than to me. I find the instruction of the Second Vatican Council helpful there. Holiness is the call for everyone, that it's a recognition of universal dignity that everyone can accept and respond to.
Religious life today is certainly different than when I entered the convent many years ago. Vatican II brought us out with people more. It brought us with the human dimension as well as the spiritual dimension. We became part of people's lives, and that is good.